corrupted by sin.
Yo,
He
what
needs
up?
to be saved.
Well, I'm gonna play some Eden today. Let's just have a nice fun time playing Eden. This is gonna be probably the last regularly recorded episode of anything. Ooh, what the heck is this? It's kinda cool. Cause guess what? We are about to go graveyard shift mode. Oh boy! I can't wait to completely ruin and destroy my sleep schedule again. I'll take Heamolacria. We can start with that. Nice little way of ending things off. I was thinking a while ago, I had like a really more than necessary, it felt like, amount of videos like saved up. Like, oh, it kept it! What the heck? It remembered anti-birth. I was just at this point so used to it not. I was just... I hope I didn't re-break it. Anyway. I was a little worried. I had so many videos saved up. Like, this is recorded New Year's Day. And it'll probably... It's gonna be uploaded like 3 weeks after it's recorded. Having such a backlog, I always kind of felt was just a little unnecessary. But now I'm like, dude, switching from grave to day or day to grave, it takes you out for a little while. Maybe it'll be all right. Because it could be very well that I won't record anything for a minute because I'm gonna ruin my sleep schedule and just be a zombie for a while. It's always unfortunate when that happens. So maybe it's a-okay. Whoa, hey buddy. Blob. Let's check out the bosses now, Mr. Larry Jr. Probably not going to use the D100. I want to keep Heamolacria. D100, you know, you can get some fun, exciting stuff with D4, D100, and whatnot, but Heamolacria is already fun and exciting enough. Yeah, we'll keep with this. It's the Duke of Lies. I'll hang on to High Priestess for a more challenging boss, especially if I go to Downpour. Although I don't have any keys. No key moment? I'll have to do more of the floor. Yeah, I'll take you into here. Mega Blast? Not sure how I feel about Mega Blast. I'll take Mega Blast. Why not? I'll drop the, I'll drop Broken Remote, then. I'm not particularly interested in teleporting after using Mega Blast. Go! Oh, come on, enemies, please. Ah! Yeah, we'll wait for it to wear off. Okay. I was like, there's no way I'm getting through a spike room like this. I'm trying to figure out Mega Blast at the same time. So yeah, that's the whole point of a backlog. When stuff comes up, you know. And guess what? Stuff came up. So it very well could be I won't even get to live for a while. Do I want you in my life? I guess I'll take you in my life. Why not? Darketh Bummeth. I mean, already I'm getting tired just from the... Not really tired, but just from the premise that I stayed up on purpose. The last couple New Year's I've been a part of. Yeah, we'll get this bomb. Very easy. Last couple New Year's, I have been in bed way before midnight. Like, I like staying up for New Year's as much as the next guy, I guess, but not that much. totally ruined, I guess. Didn't feel like staying up at all the last couple New Year's. Hey, buzz off. Well, we'll go to Downpour, of course. There's a chest in here too. If we can get 2 more cents from this chest. Let's go to the shop. Let's pick up stopwatch. 4.5 volts. Nah. I guess except for the purposes of trying to nuke a boss. I'm willing to spend a bomb here. Nah, we'll skip it. I was thinking maybe play this thing. Then remember I have Dark Bum, and he'll do his best to try to help me destroy my bone heart over here. Boink. Boink. Yeah, not looking forward to the schedule change, and it is indeed almost here for me. Hey, nice try, Buster. But so be it. It's part of life. Hello. You know, moving up in the world. Worst things that can happen. Ooh, I have led a couple. What? Who's alive? You? Stop it. Who gave you permission? Ooh. Okay, cool. He's dead. Give me something cool, Dark Bum, like a black heart. Yeah. Goodbye, Rainmaker. No funny business. Another tears up. Yeah. And a Spoider. I'll take a Spoider. Krampus? Okay. Yeah, you're dead. Thanks for playing. Head of Krampus. Not so excited about that. Leave that behind. Definitely go to the shop. Ooh, what if we had like an alt shop on the other side? Perish? I said perish? 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 Why did I use... I guess I'll use Mega Blast on the mirror side, huh? Don't hurt me. I'm trying to take out the big guy. There we go. Big guy taken out. Everyone else is dead. Serpent's Kiss. Or a random item. We'll take Serpent's Kiss. Good enough. I say good enough. Serpent's Kiss. Hey. Blob. Anyway, I've led several other people down the path of unproductiveness and darkness. Alabaster box. Dude, there's nothing. Don't waste my time. That can't be the secret room. Anybody in here? Guphead. Guppy's head. Nah, I'll keep with Mega Blast, even though I haven't, like, you know, used it at all. I'll keep with Mega Blast. Let us get these chests. Dude, a lot of pills. They're less risky pills when you are in ghost mode, when you go ghost, because a couple of them are converted into good pills, health downs, and hey, pop up, jerk. Health downs and come on, let's get him. He's dead. Oh wait, we got him. Oh well, whatever. Health downs and bad trips are converted to their good counterparts when you're in ghost mode. I guess that's, let's go to the next floor, I guess. So it's a little safer munching on pills when you're in ghost mode, but at the same time, like, eh. Also, normally I would walk all the way and touch the fire, but eh. It's only vaguely helpful. Like, I wouldn't mind it here. Help me fly over the rocks. Deal with these spiders and guys, but yeah, not really worth walking all the way across the floor just to be lost for one room on the next floor. Not really my idea of a good time. So anyway, back to what I kept starting to talk about and then never getting to. FNAF lore. What a conversation change, you might say. Well, I watched, has this rock always been that big? That rock texture? It seems extra large for some reason. Or has it just been a while since I've gotten regular caves? What the heck? Okay. And this is the sort of game where you do, if you get distracted by things like rock textures that you're not super familiar with. Like, oh, what was it? Like someone like ZFG playing Zelda speedruns and then like getting distracted by something nobody else would get distracted by just because, you know, oh, that text, oh, this glitch has like this rare, unique interaction that makes this one texture look kind of funny. Huh, weird. While, you know, the average viewer who hasn't seen all these spectacular glitches are just going, holy cow. All these crazy, like, you know, Hesses and, you know, backflips and, like, arbitrary code execution and all this other, like, crazy glitches that they've never seen before. Meanwhile, he's like, whoa, this texture on the ground is a little bit weird. What's up with that? And people are like, what are you talking about? This is the most insane glitch I've ever seen in my life in a video game, and you're worried about this texture being a little different? He's like, well, yeah. Might be the most insane video game glitch you've ever seen, but for me, it's Tuesday. This texture on the ground being slightly different. I've never seen that. The giant rock texture has probably always been like that. Oh, that can't be it, right? There can't be a secret room there. I'm sure that was just a... That was a waste. Alright, Mega Blast. Go, 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 go. Looking too close to the poop to break it? Are you kidding? Oh, it's about to run out. Right as I entered the door, it ran out. Another golden key, huh? Pretty useful. Ooh, I haven't got this shop in a while. Dude, I'll buy blue map. Why not? What else am I gonna spend my money on? Oh, the animation canceled it. Yeah, I haven't gotten like this room in a while. You guys are dead. See ya. Cool. Oh, I need another bomb. Hopefully I can get some... Okay. I need some bombs, dude. Because I want to get into that boss trap room. Okay, never mind. We're good on the whole bomb department. We're good on the whole bomb department. Bombs razor? Get off me. Get off me. I'm in me mum's car. Get out me car. Aww. But yeah, Gibi's good idea, bad idea. 9-hour FNAF video. I was pretty impressed by it. I am not like a super FNAF guy. And don't plan on doing like any FNAF content for this channel. I guess. no particular interest in throwing my hat in that ring. That was a good video. Keeper's box. Didn't I just see this item? Like, not too long ago, I feel like. Fire rate? Yep. Goodbye, Peep. Oh, stop being such a drama queen, Peep. Oh, I didn't break that wall open. Come on, go through the door. Kill this boss. Oh, almost in time. I don't really consider myself to be much of a theorist, but there were 3 interesting points in that video that I found. I'm not taking that. I'll take sack bag. When I thought he was building up to like a point on 3 different occasions that he didn't quite get to. I think this will be a rotten heart if he drops a heart in that room, so let's get out. Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, don't do it! I'm not, like, it was a good video, so I don't want to, like, invite, like, criticism. It's not like, oh, I know best. Might as well pick this up and use it once, huh? I'm leaving behind some items this far, huh? Wait, what item did I leave? Oh, what item did I leave behind in the boss room? Oh, experimental treatment. Duh. I was looking at my items and I was like, didn't I pick up, consolation prize? Yes, but in the boss trap room, not the boss room. Oh, agreed. Probably could use this lever card. Bruh. To get through the door. Nothing else. So we're gonna have some shmoney. It was probably the most comprehensive, complete, compelling, like, accurate video that I've ever seen. Oh, come on. Like, it's not like I'm hip deep in FNAF analysis or anything, but I'm like a moderately casual fan of the franchise. I played a few of the games, all the free ones, except World, which I feel like I need to correct that mistake. Like, why not play FNAF World at this point? But I feel like I also, like, I don't need to or don't, like, want to. I have so many other video games that I need to spend my time playing. That FNAF World, I feel like I should play more of the mainline games before I bother playing FNAF World. Die. Sack bag. Quality. I don't think equality is ever gonna quite work out for us. What? Don't forget you have the poison touch for any enemies that don't do contact damage. Crystal key. Yes. Yes. Good trinket. You just sometimes just get the ultra secret room. You know, of course, some other random rooms as well. Not all the time, of course. No guarantees of anything. Heamolacria is so good. Did anyone else notice that this really good item is really good? Just me? Hahaha. I'm so observant. Oh. So can you get home, I guess? There's no point trying to rush through to... Bruh. Okay, pick up one, let him take the other. Yeah, that's the Tears Cap faux show. No, thank you. I will pass. Yeah, 3 interesting things that in this very comprehensive video that he didn't bring up, which I thought was weird considering how well together everything else that he put together was. And I thought all 3 points he was naturally leading up to it before he hit me with the, well, I don't really understand this part, but I'm freely inviting anyone who does to make a comment about it. So, here's me freely making a comment about it. Everything was particularly good. Dude, shops have been worthless this run. Shops have been just completely nothing burgers today. Luck. How do I have a luck upgrade? How do I have a luck stack of 4? What? Huh? How do I have a luck stat of 4? Okay, sure. What did I do to get a luck stat of 4? I have glass eye. Is anything else giving me a luck upgrade? What? Okay, sure. Luck stat of 4. Okay, if I start at 2.8, can you start with such a high luck stat? 2.8? I don't know. I feel like it's always between -1 and 1. Maybe it's between, or -2 and 1. -2 and +2. I mean. Oh. Net gain. Next to the poison touch. Dude, you remember Launch Serpent's Kiss? Okay, this is a who cares bedroom. Ah! Dude, Launch Serpent's Kiss was a joke. Quality 4 and eyesores? Sure. Try not to pick up Epic Fetus or anything like that. With how infrequently I'm using Mega Blast, maybe I should have went with Krampus's head instead. I don't know. Hey! Get him? Oh, cool. Was there a tinted rock there and I just didn't notice? Because that's entirely possible. Okay, nothing doing. I didn't think, this didn't look like very likely for the Ultra Seeker room, but you know, when the door opens. Alright, give me a spider. Thanks, bud. If we get a move on, we could probably make it to boss rush too. Bone Spurs is very good. He had me all the way up until he got to Sister Location. And the first time that I felt that he stumbled was the conversation with, quote, baby on night 5. And I thought it was really weird that this was a stumbling block to him. Because I felt that he kind of had understood everything that had been going on in the game up to that point. So I didn't get why he didn't understand that conversation. Okay. Mostly he was talking about in that quote maintenance that you're doing on quote baby there. Baby's shell, because baby's actually entered at this point of the game. Right? He was confused of what the maintenance did, and he thought that the maintenance itself was somewhere, somehow in that whole experience, that was the act of putting baby back together. Which, you know, sure. Where does the AI, where does the spirit, where does the programming begin, and where does baby end? Where does Elizabeth begin, the AI, the programming, you know, all of that is tied up. Let's use Mystery Gift just right in here. Orphan Socks. Sure. Take Orphan Socks. Do I want Chaos? Yeah, let's take chaos. Why not? It's the worst that can happen. Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay. But the other things that confused him in that conversation was... what terrible event was Baby talking about? Something bad happens, something bad always happens yesterday. And there are several things that one needs to keep in mind. One, Baby, insert Technoblade clip here. Baby's doing an advanced technique here called lying. At this point of sister location, Baby believes she knows who you are. She thinks you're William after you're Michael, but you know. Apparently that's a forgivable mistake, as many characters confuse Michael for William throughout the entire franchise. So, you know, his sister being one of those. All right, you know, cool. Sure. Apparently it's a semi-forgivable mistake. That's Berserk. I don't want Berserk. Blood Clot. Sure. Hemoptysis. I always forget I have Hemoptysis. Esau Jr. scares and confuses me. 120 volt is a hazard to my health. I'll take low Loki, I guess. Doink. Kind of want to... I'm not going to make the boss rush. Are you kidding? We're going to get there in 30 seconds. We might get there in 30 seconds. If I skip the item room, we could get there in 40 seconds. Nah, we're not going to beat her in 20 seconds. Especially with a guaranteed double deal. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. What? Dude, some of these flame hitboxes make no sense. So she's lying to you here, but all of her lies do have like a grain of truth as the best manipulators. Oh, bum friend. What a waste. Well, I mean, if we get we could get Super Bump, I guess. The other bum might show up. Keybagger shows up. That's good. That's good news. Ouchie, wouchie. Good dodge. I really tried hard on that one. Okay, all that was taken care of. Pick up you. What do we got here? Do I not have chaos? I'll take a theme. No need to pick up Horror Babylon. So the terrible event that happened yesterday, what is it? Oh, why couldn't I have waited 1 second just to see go through the door? Aww. Well, that can't be the ultra secret room, so I'm not gonna bother. Oh, this up though. There, barely got it. Yo, Dad. Smell you later. The terrible thing that happened yesterday that he doesn't know what it could be. The technician's dying. And Baby is playing it up as a matter of course, because she wants to manipulate her father into helping her, as she's been doing the entire game. She didn't recognize you at first, and well, she never did. She thinks you're, you know, the father. Hello, where are you? Dude, I'm gonna run out of time in this episode. We're cruising through this game. No way I'm gonna get to talking about everything I want to talk about. Of the 3 points. So I'll speed things along here. But basically, you can follow Baby along and point to the exact spots where she realizes who you are She gives herself... She asks you directly who you are, Knight 2, in her own way. You know, I don't recognize you, you're new, but what would compel someone to spend their nights in a place like this? That's not like a rhetorical question. Trying to, like, psych you out. She's literally, like, asking, Tractor beam? Yeah, I'll take tractor beam. I kind of like it. Soul of Cain, huh? Use the devil card for Mom. Oh, lusts. But she chose to reveal that story to you about how Elizabeth died, specifically because she thought about it between the nights of 2 and 3, and it's like, oh, this story might sound familiar to him. I think this could be Daddy-O here. He's come to help me. So let me tell a familiar story to try to manipulate him. Like, I sent my little minions to bang on the vents as he left night 1. Why did he come back? He must not be a stranger then. Ah! Alright, what do you have to say for yourself? Sausage and Daddy Longlegs. Yep. Both of these are good. Do I want Soul of Cain? Or do I want one of these other cards? Well, not Death. Who cares about that?
Tower.
We'll take Soul of Cain, I suppose. Yeah, we're not gonna go to Hush. I don't... Well, actually, I should have gone to Hush to buy myself more time to talk about FNAF. So... she's been doing this narrative that something about her is broken, that she needs your help. And that's probably true. But her chief concern is getting you to help her. So she's gonna play it up as much as she can. I don't think, you know, nothing in her inherent program made her kill those technicians. She did that because she didn't want those technicians to inadvertently give the game away, right? Maybe they didn't exactly notice anything was amiss, but they might mention to someone else who might realize that something they noticed while they were down there was out of place. And while they didn't do anything about it, someone else might put 2 and 2 together and come down there and stop their plan. So that's why Baby killed them. But that was no hidden quirk in her programming. She chose to do that, but that was something that happened. Something bad happened yesterday. Something bad always happens. Help me, Dad. Help me, brother. She's pulling you along. That's all that was about, was that conversation. I guess I can go over... Alright, I have orphan socks. I was like, why didn't I take damage when I stepped on the creep there? I didn't do nearly as good a job as avoiding it as I meant to. Ooh, please be the ultra secret room? That'd be kind of cool. I don't think Crystal Key is ever gonna quite pay out here. Oh, I got tired of fighting that guy. I want to use the Blaster Isaac too. He's dead? I go for the chest? Aw, it doesn't work. Mega Mush does, but not Mega Blast, it would seem. That's alright. So I thought he kind of understood exactly what was going on in Sister Location, and I'll get back to that later, I think, in the next time I talk about this, going through exactly the events in Sister Location. Because I felt he explained the important bits just fine, right? Right. I was like, how is Revelation here? You know, that you're Michael, you're Michael Afton, not William Afton. You get scooped. Baby is Elizabeth. She wears you like a meat suit for a while. You know, the whole thing with the remnant that's going on here, why Baby's more you know, quote, you know, more haunted than the others, why she's the dominant personality then. But, like, he explains all the really important stuff. Like, the stuff that doesn't matter nearly as much, you know, I felt he didn't quite get correct, but, you know, who cares? Alright, detail 2 that I thought he was leading up for. Again, super niche, not really relevant for the main story FNAF at all. But the Springlock suit that you're in for Night 4. What's going on with that weird Springlock suit that you're stuck in that 4th night? I thought he was gonna explain it, but there's not. But he said there wasn't really much to say about it. Actually, I disagreed. I thought, well, okay, I didn't initially disagree, but the more I thought about that Springlock suit, the more I realized it actually does have an interesting lore importance. So the Springlock suits that are more famous than that one include, you know, Golden Freddy and Springbone, obviously. But both of those, if you watch his video, just quick watch his 9-hour video, so you know, do all your homework real quick, so you're caught up. At that point, it literally, one, from a timeline perspective, they're currently chilling at the Afton residence in the corridor with Plush Trap. They're chilling in those 4 unknown, as one of the 4, those two make up 2 of the 4 unknown animatronics sitting in the hallway. So those 2 are literally accounted for, but Baby also says as much that it can't be Springbone and Golden Freddy. She says that it's something that came from her old pizzeria. Okay, circus, and that it was never used except for, you know, what it wasn't meant to be used. Well, her pizzeria was only opened 1 day. And certainly we see Spring Bonnie and Golden Freddy being used more than once. They're used for what they're supposed to be used for in flashbacks plenty of times. It's just, you know, used for entertainment. So that doesn't match their description. She says it quite sinisterly, as if trying to imply that, you know, it was used for murder in one way or another. But I think she's actually being just literal. It was used in a way it wasn't meant to be used, and an employee got hurt. Either, you know, killed, or just, you know, injured. No way of knowing which. And the menace there is that you are in it now. You had better be careful with how you proceed, fool. You could get spring-locked yourself if you're not careful. Okay, so it's not Golden Freddy or Spring Bonnie suit, is it? What could it possibly be? Is there any evidence anywhere of another Springlock suit that, you know, possibly jumped someone? Well, actually there is. In the FNAF 3 phone calls, we hear it from Phone Guy himself. You know, regarding the company policy on using Springlock suits, here's an update. Don't. At one of our sister locations, an incident involved a Springlock suit, which, you know, had multiple simultaneous Springlock failures, and now we're decommissioning the suits. Phone Guy straight up describes an event happening at a sister location. Now, I don't remember precisely, you know, when in the timeline, if those match up exactly, like the time of that FNAF 3 phone call, if that would have been possible to be babies at the same time. But I don't see anything directly contradictory. And there could have been, you know, that could have been referring to the Bite of 83, of course, that incident. Fredbear's. Oh, but Phone Guy didn't really have much contact with Fredbear's. He says as much in FNAF 2. So actually, I think, yeah, it's even more likely that these two are the same Springlock suits. That the unknown incident that damaged a guy and caused the Springlock suits is the very one that you're stuffed in, that came from Baby's old pizzeria, is the same one that you're in a night for. Okay, cool. Why is that important? Well, consider you Elizabeth Afton. William Afton over there was very concerned about not having his kid getting munched by Baby. Hello? Oh, okay. Was very concerned about not having his daughter munched by Baby. Fair. And over the course of a single day, we get tons of audio dialogue of her trying to argue with him. And seems to be keeping a close watch on her. Now, what on earth could have drawn him away from making sure his daughter didn't get munched by Baby? Well, if the Springlock failure happened at Baby's, in my mind, it stands to reason that that event happened the one day it was open, and therefore, he probably had to leave his daughter's side to go take care of the employee that wasn't conveniently bleeding out in a back room. He was probably doing it, how inconsiderate of him. He was probably bleeding out and ruining the atmosphere of the pizzeria. How dare him? He probably had to respond to the situation in an official capacity as the owner. He had to run on over there and be like, hey, I gotta take care of this. Someone's bleeding out in my suit. And then Elizabeth took the opportunity to go, see Baby by herself. And, well, got munched. So, in my opinion, that Springlock suit is not as important as some other events in FNAF, but it's the catalyst of Baby's creation, as we know her in FNAF lore. It's the reason why William was distracted enough to leave his daughter's side. It was because someone got Springlocked in the suit. The unnamed FNAF 4 Springlock suit that was at Baby's Pizzeria on the one day it was open. What's my opinion about that Springlock suit? Okay. And my third point of discussion, and that's about Sister Location. One of his most interesting, in my mind, the Gibi's Good Idea, Bad Idea video. Get away from my money! SpongeBoy me Bob. Me money! The most interesting thing to me, because I've never really had anyone explain it to me, the importance of FNAF World. Like, really. Remnant. All those annoying things that I just kind of my eyes glazed over and I didn't really listen to all that closely. Finally, someone sat down and explained them to me in a way that made sense. Cool. Someone else, probably something I could have understood by myself at that point, but, fine. But one thing he adds to the table is a video game theory. That there's a flip side video game world, that the events that happen on our side affect what happens on the other side, and vice versa, which, that's how FNAF 3 stuff came to be, FNAF World stuff came to be, all of that. And the person that mostly made all of the video games that would play all the mini-games that reveal lore stuff throughout the course of the games is Henry Emily. He's the guy that made all those video games. And the various minigame video games that you play is him communicating important information to one of 4 entities. Michael, the puppet, his daughter, crying child, and the vengeful spirit, Cassidy. At various points, he's communicating certain important lore details to those 4 characters through his video games. Cool. Alright, so, in Pizzeria Simulator, at his closing bits of his video where he was going through the stuff that he wasn't really sure about, he was like, I have no idea what's going on with Shadow Freddy. And I thought that was a little weird, because he had just basically gotten through done explaining Henry Emily's involvement and the insanity ending which heavily featured the idea. I don't think this can be Delirium. There's a door like this. Yeah. Henry Emily's involvement in making the video games. I do not want to stop you, let me tell you that much. And in the Insanity ending, Henry Emily explains that of the various events he explains, he also explains that FNAF 3 Follow Me cutscenes, you know, he knew that somehow Afton had lured the animatronics and destroyed them. He didn't know how he did it, but he knew that he had done it. He didn't know the exact method that was used, but he knew he did do it. Okay, cool. Makes sense. But who made that follow minigame in the first place? Well, he did. So he purposefully included Golden Freddy in that minigame. Or Golden Freddy. Shadow Freddy in that minigame. And Shadow Freddy was one of the things that Gibi didn't understand. But it was reasonably obvious that Shadow Freddy wasn't anything. He was just the physical representation of the trick that Henry Emily knew he used to lure the animatronics. I don't remember which entity that particular minigame is conveying that information to. It's probably either the crying child or Michael, given the context. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to re-watch the relevant parts of Gibi's video. But there's a spiky chest. I should get more luck upgrades. I want more Athane blasts. Hang on, I gotta focus here for 1 second because there's enemies in this room that scare me. So, if Henry Emily made that video game to convey that information to someone, the event of how the animatronics were lured by William Afton and destroyed in FNAF 3, that's when those minigames show up in between nights. But he didn't know the exact method. He had to use something to represent the event. So he used Shadow Freddy as a stand-in for the trick. And that's all that I think Shadow Freddy is a physical representation of the unknown trick that Afton used to lure the animatronics in the FNAF 3 minigames. Okay, so Henry Emily made the minigames. He made the Shadow Freddy to stand in for the unknown trick. Okay, sure. I follow you. Well, how do you explain the other two appearances of Shadow Freddy in the series? FNAF 2 and the FNAF 3 Office. It's a little trickier, but I think I can do it. So Springtrap over there is William Afton. It's possible that he's attempting to use that unknown trick against you to lure you out and kill you. Since we don't know what it is it persuasion? Is it a suit? Is it a piece of technology? We don't know. Nobody knows. Henry Emily doesn't know, and if that guy doesn't know, there's no hope of us ever figuring out what the trick is. If Henry Emily doesn't know, we can't possibly know. Where are you? There you are. The second he turns back into his basic form, I'm blasting him with makeup. Where are you? There you are. Oh, he's over here. Ow! Oh, I should probably pay attention. I'm like not doing nearly as much damage to this fool. I just went Delirium and Mega Satan out of basically hubris to give myself more time to talk about this. I hope I don't like lose the streak over this. Okay. You've gotta die. Oh yeah, stay as Delirium. Yeah! Yeah! Mega Blast, own that fool. In case if you don't... Oh! That looks so dumb on the map. So, it's possible that the Shadow Freddy that shows up in your office in FNAF 3 itself, again, it's just a physical representation of the trick. I don't think that's an unreasonable thing to think. Springtrap's right there. And Phone Dude, if it was a piece of technology, Phone Dude, it was probably locked with Afton in the back room. And Phone Dude could have easily brought it along with Springtrap when he stuck it in Fazbear Fright. Doesn't seem too unreasonable to me. Or, if Michael has already played those mini-games in the timeline, it could just be another hallucination, him imagining Shadow Freddy in the office. The FNAF 2 appearance is more difficult to explain. I will admit that. But Afton is working as the daytime security guard. He is getting up to his shenanigans. It could be that you are catching glimpses. You know, he's using the old tricks time and time again. It could be he's using, he used that trick. Whatever it is, we don't know. Shadow Freddy is just the physical representation of the trick, whatever it is. It could be that he was keeping it at Freddy's in the back room, in the parts and services room, while he got up to his, you know, evil doings during the daytime. And we only catch glimpses of it every once in a while when you're poking through the cameras. Could be. That is my theory behind Shadow Freddy. Mostly because of the insanity ending dialogue and the fact that Henry Emily made the minigames. And if he says he doesn't know what the trick was, and the trick is represented by Shadow Freddy in the FNAF 3 minigames, then, well, that's what Shadow Freddy is. It is the trick that William Afton uses to lure the animatronics. And every time we see it in the series, it's because that's what it is. It's just the trick. It's not deeper than that. It's not some unaccounted for dead person haunting a ghost of an animatronic or anything like that. Because there's no follow-up. There's no evidence that anybody else is haunting this ghost. There's no... It's a unsatisfying narrative if there's loose ghosts and remnant by the end of the series. Like, nobody out here asking about the Biddy Babs in mini arenas. There's no evidence to believe that they were added to Ennard, for example. They're not Are they haunted in the same way as the rest of them? I don't think so. Because they're not in Ennard, but how, you know, narratively unsatisfying that. Oh, everyone else in the series is put to rest, one way or the other. Oh, except for the Biddy Babs and mini arenas. They're still a little bit haunted. Like, how lame. So I don't think they are haunted. I think that they're just tools used as an extension of the other characters. Take the Bonnie Hand Puppet. You control the Bonnie Hand Puppet in the first encounter. That's everything. Oh, dang. But in the Freddy salvage, Freddy is obviously controlling it to try to stop you from completely removing any sort of influence Freddy has on his own actions. He realizes he's in too deep and he's trying to kill you from completely immobilizing him. He only acts after you remove the primary power module, after all. And same with the mini-arenas. The mini-arenas tear apart Ballora, as per, I suspect, Baby's instructions. So she can get maintenance, so she can get scooped for her grand plan of making Ennard. And yet... Wait. This one is affected by chaos? Or is Spelunky Cat part of the beggar's pool? Huh. Anyway. And yet, Ballora uses the mini-arenas to try to kill you at night 4 while you're in the Springlock suit because she's trying to stop Baby's plan. I think they'll talk about the background events of Sister Location next time. Just go night by night and say what I think's going on in that game. Like, the important bits are, you know, well explained in Gibi's video. But, like, the conflict between Baby and the others, at what point she realizes what bits of information, how she's stringing you along exactly. I think he didn't quite understand, considering his confusion about Baby's innards dialogue at Night 4 during your maintenance on the Baby shell. Because she's just lying. Like, that's it ain't that deep. The terrible thing that happened yesterday is just the technicians dying. It ain't that deep. Alright, anyway, thank you for watching. And good luck, future me, with my whole night shift thing. I can't wait. See you next time. Goodbye.